Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to day 17 of Ramadan with Hayat Academy. This is your Tafsir session. We are doing Surah Al-Mulk, and today, inshallah, we will look into verse number 17. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أم أمنتم من في السماء أن يرسل عليكم حاصبا فستعلمون كيف نذير. Do you feel secure that he who is in the heaven will not let loose upon you a storm of stones? Then shall you know what my warning is like. So this verse is the continuation of yesterday's verse number 16, in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked whether do you feel secure when the one in the heaven will cause the earth to swallow you up when it violently shakes. And here in this verse, Allah is putting forth a different form of punishment or a different form of a natural calamity that will cause human beings to perish. Now, when you look into this one, this is something that is familiar for the Arabs at that time. Arabs are familiar with the sandstorms and heavy winds and such things that at times can cause life to perish. So Allah is putting in front of them something that with which they're very familiar with, and asking them that do you feel secure and safe? Do you think you are invincible? Do you think that you will last here forever when in front of you you're seeing such things as earthquakes and such natural calamities as sandstorms or even storms of storms? So this question is posed for us to think about it. Think about how vulnerable we are as human beings. We know at this time, during the times of our technological advancements, we boast about our technological advancements. We are even doing our Mars missions or extra or outer space missions and doing many things that are unimaginable, say 100 years before. And at this peak of technological advancement, we are facing something as devastating as the COVID-19 virus. For the past 1.5 to 2 years, we have been battling this, and we are not in anywhere near safety. And that too, we have been bombarded by a virus which we are not able to see even. It shows it's a lesson for human beings. It's a lesson for us that how much ever technologically advanced we are, how much ever we consider ourselves to be modern and powerful and invincible, Allah is showing us that we are terribly vulnerable, that a microscopic organism is enough to put our lives on hold. All these natural calamities that are there in front of us is a test for us, is a lesson for us to make us think what we are in fact. Even if you do not have these calamities and disasters around you, one way or the other, your life is going to come to an end. And there is no safety or no escape from going back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the message that Surah Al-Mulk is trying to put in front of you. That the mulk of Allah, the dominion of Allah, is all powerful, that man cannot escape it. Man cannot feel secure or safe from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That Allah's hold on man is too powerful that we cannot escape it. This lesson is the thing that we should take from this surah. We should be humbled. We should feel humility in our hearts, that however we understand ourselves to be powerful, we are vulnerable. Our lives can be taken from us within the fraction of a second, and we have no control over that. Once we understand this fact, we will have to try our best to make our lives in the proper way. The purpose of our creation, which in the same surah Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told that Allah created death and life to see which among us is the best of doers. After reaching verse number 17, we have to think back on ourselves and see whether we are the best of doers. Are we doing things that are good enough, valuable enough to be saving ourselves from the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? This question should be the focus point in our life on a daily basis. Only this question will straighten us. And it is taught by Prophet ﷺ and the Sahaba when they told, Hasibu qabla an tuhasabu. You have to judge yourself before you are being judged by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So end of the day, this question, whether am I good enough, my deeds are valuable enough, my intentions are pure enough to help me save from the wrath of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If not, what should I do to correct myself? How will I become a better human being? How will my life and my death be an example of goodness? With this question, we should be able to make our lives in the right track, make ourselves righteous human beings. We have that thing in us, the capacity in us, the freedom of choice, whether to choose the right path or the wrong path, whether to cause evil or whether to cause goodness. And whoever is choosing goodness will have a good end, and whoever is choosing evil will have an evil end. So these are the warnings given out by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for us to sit back and think and correct ourselves. So this is verse number 17. Inshallah, see you all with verse number 18 tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.